Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, Zoo. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. No chance. Mike's 57. 50. Sleep grip. Sleep grip.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
You draw quarters. Hey, Alpha. Under 10. 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hit it.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
91.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, I'm coming.
Get it.
Second and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Check, watch 54.
Back to throw now on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Ready? Blue ready. Let's go. Strong right. Strong right. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. Open man is Higgins. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston got an open man to tight end Jarwin. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
No, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking deep for Elliott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Flip. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Pick it up. 51, Mike. Mike, 51. Ricky, go.
From the gun, Winston. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Cowboy 1st down.
Ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill. Come on. Sunday. Wait. That's it. Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm trying to collect.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. This pass complete to Higgins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. Cooper's got it. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
Ready? Watch the twist.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Ready?
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Hey, Mike 51.
Here's Winston. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Marr able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Check. Hey, seam 6.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he finds Howard complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, wahoo! Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
2nd and 3. Caught by Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Hey, Charlie. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs. all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ready? Flag! Put it on! We got to get the ball. Easy.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Winston now to throw on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Who that? 51's the mic. 51's the mic. What we got? What we got? What we got? 51's mic. Flip. Nice, sweetheart.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston, and he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? Black 25. 54 miles. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Hey. Green, triple team. Here I come. Let's go.
A first down throw for Winston. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Exit.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Switch. Pilot, 64, wait, 5.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Hey, Echo. Watch the slant. Yep.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, watch the slant.
Mike, fuck.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's get off the field, Pete.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Ronald Jones. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey,
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
no gain on this defense, no gain.
Mike 55, Mike 55. They can't hang with us.
Hey, Alpha.
55, Mike
2.
Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Too little. No. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 57 to go.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
60 or. You.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Come on, set.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Line 54. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Elliott. The limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Winston. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Winston now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Flip it, flip it, flip it. 51.
They go to Elliott again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ready? White 25. White. 51 for Mike. Mike 51. You're right.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Down to lose 1. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check. Hey, wahoo.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 57's Mike. Mike 57. You go night night.
He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking it about the 36. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Winston now from the 50. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Winston. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the Buccaneers' 8-yard line.
Ready. Blue 80. 51. Here we go. 2 times. 2 times. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down. 3 down. Check 3. Check 3. Watch safety green. Watch safety green. Easy, easy, easy. Check.
This is Elliott. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, Charlie. Be careful.
Now back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Ready? 57's right. All day, baby, all day. 6-6, pull it high.
57. Mike, 57.
Hey, orbit.
57's Mike. Mike, 57. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his pass incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
57 to Mike. 57.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Winston. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Winston to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check back 54. Wait. Let's go one more.
Now Winston. And that will be incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They're going to clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Hey, Zoo!
55 is Mike, guys, 55.
Yes!
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
He's not going to get me.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Go! 60 outlaw and alpha. Hey.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Ready?
They'll drop the throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jerry Hughes. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down.
51 from Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, come on now. Come on now. 51.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Side of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jerry Hughes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. This is taken at the 23. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job. Got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done. Now part 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Bravo. Mike 57. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm here all day. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Ready. Back Check, check. Watch the defense. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Jameis now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Jim. Flip. Easy. Short. Check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Jameis to throw it. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball